YouTube, I've just ranted for ages in a big half-hour video. I'm out doing a Telly Tuesday thing, but it'll be next week. You'll see that. I've done a swap for the vintage V100. So I decided I wanted to put a wee bit of a video from being out in the car, so that I'm out in the car, because I didn't do that yesterday for Trade Tuesday, because when my pal Ronnie dropped off the variax, he just came round to my house, so there was no car journey. So here's your car journey. I've just done a Trade Tuesday. I've swapped the vintage V100 for something that's pure amazing, which I'm not going to tell you about till I've got it. There's a danger it's going to be the end of, well, I've not decided. It's awfully nice. It's like when I'm sitting here trying to aim for, well, I was trying to aim for a Gibson Les Paul. I don't know. The thing is, one of the reasons was because I would never buy a Gibson Les Paul. But the thing is, if I'm trading it, I kind of am buying it. So it's like, basically, I just want a Gibson Les Paul so I can slag off Les Pauls more, because I've got one. I feel I'm allowed to slag off Fenders. Do I really have a Fender? I've got the Music Master bass. I think that's the only actual Fender I've got. A 77 or 78 Music Master bass. And the Teleacoustic is a Fender, even though it's made in China, it still says Fender on the headstock. It's not a Squire. So maybe I shouldn't be slagging off Fenders that much either until I get one. But see, those are the things I quite like to. I'd quite like one of them on my route to getting a vintage, like a Gibson Les Paul, or maybe. So I'm thinking of that variax. I mean, when do you start getting Mexican Fender Strats and Tellys? You know, are they within the swappability for the variax? The variax has got to be worth a couple £100, doesn't it? Although how do we look on eBay and there's folk, you know, some the adverts that never sell it, or someone try to sell one for 500, but there's a couple at 300 and stuff like that. But I think 200 is probably achievable. If I got like a boring Fender Mexican Strat, or I don't think I'd get a Telly. But not that I obviously love a Telly, but I don't think I would get Strats are much more common. I got one that was maybe boring, had some chunks out it, covered in stickers, and maybe one of the knobs didn't work. I think I've got a chance of getting something like that, and that would be a proper Fender. Well, is it? If it's Mexican, does that make it a proper Fender? I don't know how far the snobbery goes. Because I mean, obviously I'm slagging on folk for being snobs, but I'm obviously a snob myself. When it comes to certain things, us guitarists are all a bit weird that way. My pal I've just dropped off some guitars to is always got about Korean guitars and stuff like that. I don't know. And it's like, I'm not paying £1,000 for a Korean guitar. It's like, well, I understand you. Basically, I'm not paying £1,000 for a guitar. But it's like you get there and it's like, you know, all these things move about. It depends. Some are desirable, some are not desirable. A lot of this is to do with forums and YouTube and Facebook, where, you know, it's well known that. I mean, I remember going on a wee bit of a rant here again. I'll go 3 minutes. This is only going to be a couple of minutes at the start of the video. I'm doing this tonight anyway. But I remember someone commenting on my Washburn Falcon video a couple of years ago. That looks like a really good guitar. I'll maybe buy one if I can find one really cheap. Then obviously I'll rip out the pickups and stick in a Seymour Duncan JB and Jazz. And I was like, oh, have you tried the pickups that are in it? Because it does have, you know, it's got Ibanez Super 70s in it, which are fantastic guitars. Fantastic pickups. And I know the JB and the Jazz are the best pickups you can get. Look anywhere online, and it's like, that's you looking at what other people tell you. Do you know that they're really good? The fact that you're buying them to put them in your guitar and you're not even going to try the pickups that are already in it seemed a bit strange to me. But that's all the different snobbery. See, I'd kind of a little bit against the Seymour Duncans because the price of them. I'd be much more likely to buy a Warman or a Wilkinson, you know, for half the price that sounds 95% the same. Yeah. Okay, so I'll see you when I get back to the house. Rock on. Hey YouTube, just mixing up a couple of videos here. was out today doing a Trade Tuesday thing, so that video's coming next week. I'm just going to, I'll put a wee bit of talking in the car just because I feel a wee bit bad about not doing it yesterday. I think I've already said that in that particular video. But so I'm just going to have a wee playthrough with the new variax using the acoustic sounds. I wasn't happy with the jam, even though the video yesterday was like an hour long. I was just, the jam was awful at the end. I don't know, sometimes you just, when you just randomly hit chords, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yesterday it didn't. So, a wee bit of Leonard Skinner like. Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely to me now when I say, and you will find it some sunny day. Set the banjo. Almost I didn't learn the lyrics for this either. And then we'll go for some bit of Telecaster and Telecaster Joyous Dream. That note. Might not pick up the Telecaster. They also use the Les Paul, didn't they? Bridge back up. Neck back up with a Les Paul. I was 90 for that one. Go for some Strat clean maybe. Yeah, let's go for one last one. Where was banjo again? Nope. Sitar. I'm going to use it much longer. But what does a banjo sound like through a fuzz pedal? We don't know. Horrible, probably. Because I'm not a banjo anymore. Okay, so banjo's through the fuzz pedal. Now you know. Don't do it. Yeah, so what I just noticed there was the volume control doesn't work the way the volume control on this doesn't do what it does on a normal guitar. It's because I think it's modelled. When you turn the volume down, it just turns the volume down, whereas normally there's quite a big difference in sound. You know, like harmonics and frequencies and all that. When you turn the volume down, sort of just a wee bit, sort of 10 to 9, it kind of acts like a tone control a bit. Whereas this just, it's like having a treble bleed circuit built in. So it just sounds exactly the same but quieter. Yeah, so as I said, a wee sneaky preview. Can you guess what it is yet? That's the guitar I just did my Trade Tuesday for, so you have to wait till next Tuesday to find out what that is. I'm gonna have to play it actually. I've not even tried plugging it in, but it just plays amazing already. This isn't actually in tune anymore, but there you go. So rock on.